Yeah! Here we go!
It's time for TSS Fantasy.
It is Commissioner Cooper.
Greatest time of the year, and if you are praising fantasy Jesus, you are doing good stuff.
Happy Sunday, happy early morning trash football game.
That's why
We're back, baby! Let's go!
I'm easy like Sunday morning.
Aaron Rodgers, like I almost got banned off TikTok for the thing that's
That's why I'm easy.
He has had some nagging hamstring issues
I'm
over
easy
the
like
years.
Sunday morning.
My beloved Jets are trash.
That's why I'm easy. I'm easy like Sunday morning.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is Commissioner Cooper, and you're waking up with TSS Fantasy.
Yeah, I'm a little bit tired, boy. That game went a little bit long last night, but still. hey, why does the intro say easy like a Sunday morning? We on a fucking Saturday. Thanks, guys.
Wow, Freddie. Wow.
Wake me up on Saturday.
Well, they don't have a song that says easy like Saturday morning, bro. So my bad. And I don't know why the hell you was watching that game so late. That shit was over for the second half started.
Cool.
All right, let's get
You're looking at the
the,
Jets number 2 pick play like shit last night.
Let's get the introduction started this morning. It's wild card weekend, so we're coming to you on a Saturday this morning to help get you ready for the playoffs. We'll start the introductions. Welcome into the studio, Fred the Jester Reyes. Welcome in, my friend.
Oh, the season's almost over. Let's go. It's almost time for full-time basketball. Let's get this shit over with. Now, let's go. Let's watch a good football game today. Let's go, peeps.
Spoken like a man whose team is garbage. Let's also welcome into the studio Ballers Meg. Welcome into the studio.
Hey, afternoon. I'm so excited for a wild card weekend. My team might be out, but we've got some good football ahead.
Go ahead. Who else's team is garbage?
We definitely do. I'm not in no position to be talking shit unless it's the Jets. All right, let's also welcome in from Patriots Touchback, Carl. Welcome in, my friend.
Good morning, everyone. Hope we're all good. Yeah, wildcard weekend. Let's go. You spoke about easy like Sunday morning because you do like your Sunday show. So for Saturday, you could have a revamp version of Elton John's Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting.
Ooh.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I'll have to look.
Okay.
I'll look for that. I like that.
Or Saturday Night Fever. I don't know. Whichever one you want to do.
All right, let's also welcome in Greg OJ, the Juice is Loose Mayor. Welcome in, my friend.
Man, I can't wait for playoff football, baby. It's great. Too bad my team hasn't been in the playoffs for 15 years. 15 years.
Ooh. It is fun, and we do got some fun matchups today, even though, like everyone, well, not everyone, but some of us have alluded to our team is not in it. Let's also welcome in someone's team who's about to not be in it, Justin Jesus Herrera. Welcome in.
Oh well, that's a nice little jab from the commish who doesn't see the playoffs often and doesn't actually go anywhere in the playoffs. So it's kind of sad to be him. Other than the Miami Hurricanes, he's clinging to a team that he probably barely rooted for. But you know what? For me and Carl, I go, hey man, it's time to get our happy faces on. It's time to let those intrusive thoughts go in and go, oh shit, are we gonna lose today or not? But for you guys can just go get breakfast today. You guys can relax because you ain't got nothing to worry about. But also, Kurt Signetti, you should go and tell the LA or Las Vegas Raiders, hey, get all the casinos involved and just back up a truck, back up a ship onto my front lawn with money. Just nonstop money. Get all fancy with it. Get gold doubloons in there. Get whatever you want, bro, because this guy deserves a job in the NFL, and he deserves to be able to say, hey, I won a national championship, and I can go in the NFL and win a Super Bowl. In Vegas, if I were you, I would go and back that fucking ship up right now.
He's not winning no national championship. All right, let's get things started.
That defense, bro. That defense. I don't know if Miami's ready for that defense.
I don't know if we are. Let's get things started this morning. Pay the bills right quick. If you're watching on YouTube, do us a solid. Give us a like. Throw your comments in there. If you got a fantasy lineup question, we're here to answer it. And of course, all the other good stuff on YouTube. I forgot what I said already. Little things stopping you from doing it, big things popping for us when you do. We appreciate that. If you're looking for some championship bling for your fantasy champion, look no further than Pro Am Belts. And if you are playing some daily fantasy, go to the Fast Draft app, use the promo code TSS. We'll double that deposit up to $50. And we're going to give you some good lineup advice for that as well here in a little bit. So make sure you stay tuned. All right, well, we're going to get things started this morning. We do not have Brian this morning. I totally even forgot to mention it to him. So I realized that when I woke up this morning. That's my bad. So I did look up some injury stuff, though. So I'll play doctor for a little bit.
It's time to get your latest NFL injury updates with Brian from the Injured List podcast. The doctor is in.
As far as fantasy relevant players are concerned, questionable players today: Kayshon Boutte, Omarion Hampton is questionable with an ankle. I heard he was more drifting on not playing, so just something to keep aware of. Jordan Whittington also questionable. Ricky Pearsall questionable. Justin, do you got a update on Pearsall from your team, or just kind of curious if you heard anything about that one?
He's a game time decision. Trent's going to be playing, which is great, but we need Pearsall to play because we need to be able to create matchups for Jauan Jennings to win.
Pearsall turning into the new Mr. Glass, it kind of feels like. Ty Johnson with an ankle injury. Josh Palmer also questionable with an ankle injury as well. The only player we know that is out as far as for his fantasy relevance concerned is Dontavian Wicks. He is out today with a concussion, so just something to keep aware of as well. All righty. Somebody commented AI. I don't really know what that means, but or A. Maybe they're giving us an A. We'll put it that way. All right, let's talk about some weather today. We do have a little bit of weather to talk about today, so let's check it out.
It's time to get your real-time NFL weather report from TSS Fantasy.
All right, first one up, and we're going to talk about this in a minute, so I'm not going to waste too much time on this. But LA at Carolina today, it's 67 degrees, but they said definite rain. So it's supposed to be raining throughout this game, which could make things a little bit more interesting maybe than they would have been. And winds are at 14 miles an hour today in that matchup. Green Bay at Chicago, 31 degrees. There's scattered snow scheduled for this one. Winds at 17 miles an hour. So might be some issues as far as the passing games are concerned. Buffalo at Jacksonville, couldn't get better for this one. 64 degrees, mostly cloudy. Winds are at 10 miles an hour. San Francisco at Philly, it's 41 degrees. It's an isolated snow for this one, and winds are at 14 miles an hour. Chargers at the Patriots, 33 degrees, chance of snow in this one as well. Winds at 11 miles an hour. And Monday night, Houston at Texans, it's 34. Did I say that right? Houston at Pittsburgh, my bad. 34 degrees, partly cloudy. Winds are at 10 miles an hour. Yes, it is still early, apparently. We got a comment from Big Matt says, good leveler, go Panthers. And we got Game Out says, let's go Patriots. Let's go Patriots. All right. I don't know about all that, but okay. Thanks for your comment, guys. We appreciate you waking up with us. Let's win some money this weekend, because if we can't got our teams in there, we at least win some money. Let's bring in Eric with some betting advice to help you win some cash.
Time to win some money with TSS Fantasy's betting advice. Win big bitches.
Good morning, Eric. How are you this morning, my friend?
Isn't it, though? We got a Saturday morning with NFL on deck. That is a good morning.
100%. Want to win some money today, since some of us, our teams aren't in it, so we got to do something. Help us win some money today, my friend.
All right. Well, I like the Eagles -6. I think Philly's the best team on this side of the bracket. 49ers, as good as they are, their linebacker group is beat up, and I think Barkley and Goddard kind of get to it. Plus, Jalen Hurts, a big game hunter. He lives for these sort of moments. I think he scored 10 touchdowns in his 9 playoff games, so he's ready. Packers -3.5, plus 130. You can feel it in the air up here, how nervous they are in Chicago, because they know this entire season is a failure if they lose this game. And they also know that color television wasn't even invented yet the last time they beat the Packers in the playoffs. Jacobs is rested. Love is good to go. We know how to beat the Bears up here. Panthers plus 10.5. Both teams score over 19.5, although your weather report scared me a little bit on the points thing, but this is the biggest home playoff underdog since I'm pretty sure ever. Carolina won the first matchup, and they have really nothing to lose. The Rams allowed 26 or more points in 5 of their 9 road games, and like I said, they lost here 31-28 week 4. We got some prop bets. Josh Hines-Allen gets a sack, little Josh on Josh crime, plus 110. The Eagles' Jalix Hunt, plus 330, gets a sack. He was handpicked by Fangio. The GM and the coaching staff love this dude, and he's getting the snaps. Jacobs, 20 carries, plus 120. They've been managing his health for a month for this game. He's getting the ball. Kyren Williams, 15 carries, minus 105. Same deal. He's been spelled by Corum a ton. And then Dawson Knox, first touchdown, 19-1. Is worth a $5 considering he has scored the first touchdown in 4 of his 5 wild card games. I don't know why, but let's do it again.
That's a good stat. I like that one. By the way, Game Out says, gotcha. I think he's talking to you, Carl. If you're a Patriots fan, Game Out, go follow Carl, the Patriots Touchback Podcast. It's got lots of good stuff for you there. Makes me want to puke, but that's okay. Eric, yes, that weather may hurt that game a little with the points, but I think it's going to help your Josh Jacobs prop. That's for damn sure. If it becomes that, you know how they always say, oh, all this weather, and then it turns out to be kind of like whatever. But we'll
weather
see.
Ain't real.
Yeah. All right, my friend. Wherever you can follow, subscribe, get all your great content.
At Prognosis on the Twitter, we got sack parlays, touchdown parlays, existential questions like, do you think flies call us walks, man?
Go follow Eric for all this good stuff. We appreciate you. We'll see you back next Saturday when we're getting to the divisional rounds. And good news this week, I finally did it. Got the cartoon back, and it's Saturday morning. So now it's even more fitting. Cool. Get your bowl of cereal out. Let's go. It's Saturday morning cartoon time for your ultimate DFS lineup. Let's go. Thanks, Eric.
When evil threatens my football Sunday, Commissioner Cooper sends me his super friends to save the day.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice.
Like the San Francisco 49er is showing no brotherly love for the Eagles. He's looking to spoil their home playoff game. Let's find some help.
I dare them to throw a snowball at me. They are about to find out all we know is gold. This offense has too many struggles this year to spoil this for me.
Hit him where it hurts with Jalen. This 49ers secondary is going to find out he's not fool's gold. Whether in the air or on the ground, Jalen will eat.
Duval County Batman. The Bills are circling their wagons in Jacksonville trying to spoil their Super Bowl dreams. Let's get them some help. It's finally our time. There is no way this Goldilocks fairy will out-fuel our Josh Allen.
Alfred, let's give them a steady dose of Travis Etienne Jr. The Bills have no run defense, and Travis will run all over their wagons today.
I'm running to Pittsburgh, where the Steelers are trying to steal the Super Bowl aspirations of the Texans. I'm bringing some receiver help.
Cheap bumpkins think they are going to the Super Bowl. I'll be taking that ticket to Denver next week. They don't call me the Steeler for nothing.
Let's give him Nico Collins. In this receiving court, he's the big dog. Just the thing the Texans need to attack this weak secondary and stop the steal.
Looks like we got some cheesy trouble here in Chicago. And I don't mean the deep dish. The Green Bay Packer is here to stop the Bears' playoff push.
I'm here to spread some Limburger on these Cubbies playoffs. They won't be asking who ate their porridge this weekend, and it was me who slept in your bed.
Melt that cheese with Colston Loveland. In the Bears' last game, Loveland lead all pass catchers in every category. He'll see plenty of targets today.
That's right, kids. Use the power of knowledge and go have a super win in fantasy football today.
Their mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and
to serve all mankind.
That's right, kids. Go have a big win in fantasy football today. All righty. Well, we did it all season long. We're still doing it for the playoffs. Let's talk about some ultimate DFS lineups.
All right, brothers and sisters, get ready to get your ultimate DFS roster set with TSS Fantasy.
All right, as always, we got to go over last week real quick. Let's talk about who was our champ last week.
Finally, Leduc did his job. I appreciate it when a guy struggles all season but comes through in the end. Congrats on third place, my guy.
All right, let's check out what Leduc did last week. Ooh. Good job, 143.6. Put it on. Everyone really did a good job. Like I said, he's been hurting all season long, but came up big. But Nico Collins, even with a nothing from Nico Collins, he still ended up winning. So good job to you, Leduc, on that one. I know we announced it last week, but let's give it up for our champion from last week.
Introducing your new Ultimate DFS champion for the 2025 season, Ballers Meg.
Meg got some impressive tights. That's all I got to say. Meg last week, 117.4. She is our Ultimate DFS champion, taking down Fred the Jester Reyes in the Ultimate DFS Challenge. Good job to you, Meg. So we got a dual thing. We got Fred losing, and he is the jobber this week.
Fred, we might as well start calling you Sam Darnold when it comes to big games. Up for the title and you put up that performance? That's clown shit.
That's strictly not accurate, but okay.
The bum of the week last week, 84.3.
Damn, bro.
Well, he loves that Quentin Johnson boy. Every damn week I see him in his lineup. A good pickup of Michael Wilson, though, so it kind of saved you a bit from last week. Here are the rest of the results. We got, I was at 101.1, barely made it over 100 last week. Jackson Dart, Michael Wilson had him there as well, but kind of hurting as far as the running backs were concerned. Broncos D, of course, saved that lineup. Here's Greg, 106.3. Hey. Not too shabby, my friend. Did pretty well last week. Hunter Henry, Genty, Parker Washington. Man, boy, I wonder where we're going to rank him next year. It's going to be interesting. Right. For sure, along with Michael Wilson. Those are two receivers from this year. It's going to be interesting to see how they do. Justin Jesus Herrera, 94.4. Didn't finish the season too good, but still threw in there that Parker Washington and his favorite, new favorite QB, Tyler Shuck, was in there as well. So good job, my friend. All right, let's look at this week's lineups. Here is Leduc, since we don't hear him today, but here's what he's got. Hurts, McCaffrey, Barkley, Freiermuth in the flex. He's doing double tight end today. Nakua, Watson, Burden, and the Bears D. Not too shabby. Let's hear who we really want to hear from. Meg, our Ultimate DFS champion. Talk about your Ultimate DFS lineup.
Okay, so I've stacked up Drake May, who, in my opinion, is season MVP so far, with Ramondre Stevenson. You guys know that I've had him for the last few weeks. I love Ramondre Stevenson and what he's doing right now. Woody Marks, again, that Texan stacked with that Texans D is just incredible this season. Ted McMillan over at the Panthers, I think they're lacking targets, and I think Ted McMillan puts points up every week. Jacoby Myers, Luther Burden, again, just choosing for playoffs for DFS, I feel like made everything so much easier. There's so much less choice, and I pick better with less choice. So, flex, I've gone for rookie Kelman Angai, because, again, great season for a rookie, and Colston Loveland. You know, I love his story. I love the fact that, you know, during the draft, we weren't even sure he was going to make it with that shoulder surgery. So let's give him a chance this week.
I like it. And Big Matt, no, it's more like Freddie hate, not Darnold hate. It was just trying to poke at Fred. All right, let's get to Justin from last week. What say you about your ultimate DFS lineup?
Yeah, one with Stafford. Easy one there against Carolina. Even if the weather is bad, Stafford should be able to put the ball down the field. Barkley against San Francisco. Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet had a big day. Barkley should have an amazing day. Jacobs, it's good to see him healthy. I hope this has been the plan all along for the Packers because they fucked me in fantasy with those last 2 weeks. ETN Jr., I like the matchup, just like the cartoon said, against the Bills. The Bills have been bleeding rushing yards to opposing running backs, so love it. Adams, I'm just thinking that this game is kind of like going to be like a steer the ship into the direction that you want it to go. And Adams coming back from that hamstring injury is going to be getting, in my opinion, probably a lot of the red zone targets. And then you go Higgins. Higgins is the cheap one for this one. I like how he's kind of ascended through the ranks. And I don't think the Steelers are somebody that the Texans are taking seriously. And I think they're going to use this game, like I was saying with Adams, to kind of steer the ship in the direction they want it to go and get the guys that they need to get going. So I think that's going to be Higgins. Watson, even though he had 6 targets and only 2 catches in the first game against the Bears, or the latest game against the Bears, not the first game, I think he gets it going this game. I think the Pack's it's gonna be a very interesting game. Jordan Love's gonna have to get going in this one. They're gonna need Jacobs, and that means they're also gonna need Watson. Kobe Parkinson. This is kind of a coin flip. I kind of went Parkinson because I thought Higbee was gonna be injured, but Higbee has cleared his injury tag, so it's kind of really gonna be a coin flip who's gonna be the good tight end there. And then the Jaguars defense. They've just been really good and really stingy, taking away the ball. I think at probably the number 1 clip as far as turnovers. I don't know that stat off the top of my head. I know they were number 1 in interceptions for a long period of time during the season. So, I think that they send Josh Allen home early and really send this old guard home early in the AFC.
Well, that'll be interesting to see for sure. Here's my ultimate DFS lineup. Going in Jalen Hurts. San Francisco 19th against fantasy QBs. I know someone who's holier than now will attest to how banged up the 49ers D is. Travis Etienne, just like Justin alluded to, and the cartoon. Buffalo 25th against fantasy running backs. It's a good play today. Spent up and got Christian McCaffrey. Philly 22nd in the league against fantasy running backs, which is kind of surprising, but it is what it is. They've also been got at the running back position. Receivers, Jaden Higgins at Pittsburgh, 28th against fantasy receivers. Christian Watson, for all the reasons everyone's already mentioned him in their lineups. I went with Brandon Cooks because honestly, I needed a cheap play at that point. And Josh looked like he was targeting Brandon Cooks. Not like it really matters. There's so many different receivers that he throws to. So hopefully we'll get lucky and get a bomb to Brandon Cooks. Jags 19th against fantasy receivers. Dalton Schultz against the Steelers. We've seen it all season long. Steelers are 30th against fantasy tight ends, so I like the matchup for him there. Puka Nacua paid up there against Carolina. They are pretty stingy against the pass, but I think we all were kind of feeling this is going to be a get-right game for the Rams. However, this weather is starting to play with my head a little bit on that matchup, so we shall see. And then, of course, the easiest pick of the week, Texans D. Going to send Aaron Rodgers straight into retirement. If he was contemplating it, he ain't going to contemplate it no more after he gets beat up on Monday night. Fred, what do you think? What's your ultimate DFS lineup?
All right. So I try to keep everything even like I do weekly. Let me see here. All right, so I don't know. I actually put some thought into this because I was like, damn, man, I lost last week. But let me see here. All right, so I picked CJ Stroud. They're playing the Steelers. The Steelers we know don't have that good of a defense. I think the Chargers also. I think the Pats should handily beat the Chargers in the first round. That's why I went with Travion Henderson. They should be able to run the ball down their throat. I think with Ted McMillan, I think they're gonna fall behind early and they're gonna need to pass. So that's why I went with McMillan. I thought 6,000 was pretty good. I did the combo with Nico Collins. Stroud and Collins been connecting with each other lately. Once the Rams go up, I think Kyron Williams is gonna get a lot of touches. So that's why I went that way. And Loveland for 4,400. There's not that many good tight ends playing this weekend. I mean, there's nobody spectacular out there. So I went with Chicago's tight end. I just think he will get the ball a little bit more. I think they stifle the just like the Rodgers this weekend. I think the Texas defense is absolutely amazing. I've been praising them all year. So I think Pittsburgh is out of there, and Tomlin may be with them. And I think I think on the way, I think the May's gonna have a big week. I think he connects with Diggs for a couple of touchdowns this game. I think that game's gonna be a slaughter. I think the Pats beat the Chargers handily.
I agree with you on the end result of that. We'll see. Like I said, the Patriots have been one of those teams that it just pick and chooses their receivers. So if you get lucky and he's going off with Diggs, I mean, it could be a big day for you for sure. All right, let's get to the wild card NFL.
Hold on. You didn't do my lineup?
Cool. Oh, I didn't do your lineup?
Well, it's gonna be a shitty thing anyway.
My
We have
bad, Greg. My bad, damn.
No, you did the right thing. You did the right thing, Jason. You did the right thing, bro.
I was gonna say, damn, dude. If we want fourth place, we just look at it. We pride ourselves.
I just noticed our viewership just cut in half.
Yeah, yo, we went from 15 viewers to 2.
I'm sitting here like a dumbass, like, okay, where's my
hey, the people don't lie, bro. They don't want to hear this shit.
My bad. Go ahead. What's your ultimate DFS lineup, Greg?
I don't even know if I want to talk about my lineup now. Well, here it is. I went with Jordan Love and Watson stack. Okay, like I think Watson's gonna have a good game, and Jordan Love against Chicago. And with the weather, you brought up with the Rams in Carolina. I like my Kyron Williams pick even more. They may rely on the run a lot more. Saquon against San Fran. San Fran's defense is ranked 23rd against the run. And I like Devontae Adams. He's back. Stafford loves him in the red zone. Think he's going to do great. I got McMillan like everybody else said. I think the Rams are going to get behind. Carolina's going to get behind early, and they're going to have to pass the ball. And I like Gerder against San Fran. Gerder did pretty good in the playoffs, man. And Justin Hurst looks for him a lot. And my sleeper pick is the Chargers defense against the Pats. I think that's going to be a great game because Patriots ain't facing tough defense like the Chargers this year. So I think there's going to be a slobber knocker, not a barn burner like everybody else thinks. So that's my line.
Yeah, we're going to see about that. It's very interesting choices in our picks today. So we shall
Skip over
see.
mine. Whatever.
All right, speaking of picks, now that I finally got everyone in, that was my bad. Let's talk about the picks for Wild Card Weekend.
Will TSS Fantasy pick the right teams to win this week? Outlook not good.
All right, let's see how we finished up with the final regular season week. Man, everyone was pretty close. Look at LeDuc, Meg, Justin, and Fred all went 10-6. And me and Greg were partied out apparently, and both went 8-8 last week, which brings the season total. So we end the season. I was 2 or 3 ahead of LeDuc. Meg's in third, Justin in fourth, Fred in fifth, and poor Greg again in sixth place.
Oh my God,
man! That's how he ends. 500, baby. That's how he ends the season.
I'm telling you, man. Next year we got to make this shit interesting, man. Like we used to do, buy each other lunch. Like, yo, the best gets lunch.
Yeah, didn't we say that before the season started?
I don't know. That means Greg.
Nobody said that.
Greg's looking at his wallet right now, like, nah, you didn't say that shit.
Just killed my wallet.
All right, I know I played it last week because I already won, but let's just play it again. I'm the champ.
Commissioner Cooper, I now dub thee the king of NFL picks for the second year in a row.
But don't worry, Greg, I didn't forget about you.
You know, in my day, I could predict wins. Nowadays, I got dumbass fans like Greg who can't predict the sunrise. Do better next season.
Do better, Greg. That was supposed to be Joe Namath. I know it didn't really turn out that way, but that was I put in you should have seen the other picture I put in. I'm like, bro, that does look nothing like that. At least somewhat look like Joe Namath. All right, let's get to the picks. The LA Rams at the Carolina Panthers. Panthers lead this overall series 14-10. We know they played earlier this season in November, and Carolina won 31-28, which was an odd game for Matt Stafford in this offense. The playoff series, believe it or not, Carolina have only played one time, and Carolina 1-0 against the Rams. Played in the 2004 divisional game, 29-23 in double overtime. So who knows? Maybe a little magic today. But the Rams are favored by 10.5. The over/under for this one's 45.5. Fred, what say you? Who you like?
Rams all day, man. I don't think that happens again like the last time. I just no way. There may be a 2-touchdown win by the Rams.
Meg, who you like?
Yeah, I've got the Rams on this one as well. I just can't see Carolina doing enough.
Carl?
Yeah, taking the Rams in this one, but I don't think it's going to be a blowout. That weather report of there's going to be a lot of rain. The Rams are an indoor team. Might be a bit interesting, so I will take the 10.5 on the Panthers for sure, but I've got the Rams winning this.
Greg?
Rams, man. I think the Rams get it right. They get Devontae back. I think Stafford gets it right. This is their path to the Super Bowl. I like the Rams.
Justin?
Yeah, I'll go with the Rams.
Yeah, we're hammering this one down, but I just want to see if anyone had any other perspective on this. I mean, as Carl said it, rain, West Coast to East Coast. I mean, there might be a little something in this game because if it was in LA, I don't think I'd give them a shot in hell, but the Panthers may come to play today. This might be a little closer game than everyone's anticipating. We shall see. All right, so tonight we got Green Bay at Chicago. Green Bay leads the overall series 109-97-6. They split this year. Green Bay won 28-21, and Chicago won 22-16 in overtime. Playoff series is actually tied 1-1. They played last in 2011. That was the NFC Championship. Green Bay won 21-14. And last time Chicago won, as it was said earlier, 1941 in the divisional playoffs. Chicago won 33-14. That's how long it has been for the Chicago Bears. Green Bay is favored by 1.5. The over/under here is 44.5. Meg, who you like?
I've got the Bears on this one. I don't know what it is. Call it gut instinct. I just think the Bears are gonna show up. Obviously, Green Bay have got no Micah Parsons as well, so it's an interesting one. But give me Chicago.
Carl, who you like?
I've gone with the Packers on this one. I'm not comfortable with the situation, but but Jordan Love is returning. And remember, the last time they played the Bears, the Packers were dominating that game until Jordan Love went down with that concussion. And then their offense just completely fell flat. I've got the Packers in this one. There is a statistic I will bring up later on, but it will come back to the Green Bay in this one. And the Bears need it. And also as well, we all know about rivalries in the NFL. This is the one rivalry in the NFL which is very college-esque, like it's Ohio State versus Michigan. Players want to kill each other, coaches want to kill each other, fans want to kill each other. This is going to be an instant classic.
I like it. Greg, what do you like?
Man, like Carl said, man, this is the rivalry, man. And all that junk that Ben Johnson was talking before the season started, how he wanted LaFleur and everything, like, you got it. And I think Green Bay is going to lean on their experience because they've already been in the playoffs. This is Caleb's first time in the playoffs, and it's different. It turns up, and I think Green Bay is going to bring it. I know they don't have Michael Parsons, but I think Caleb is going to, in the words of Sam Darnold, see some ghost out there. So I think Green Bay pulls it off.
Justin?
So my boss is a Chicago fan, and I'm just going to give you a quick story here because this is how deep Chicago fans love this freaking rivalry. So we were over there for Christmas Eve because we had a Christmas Eve dinner with them since we don't have family here. But I will say this. what I saw when I walked in there was they were re-watching the freaking game because they wanted to cherish so much that W. They wanted it so bad that they said, let's rewatch it. Let's show our grandkids some good Bears football. So that's how deep, to say with Carl and Juice, just to echo that, that's how deep this rivalry is that Bears fans will rewatch a game that happened in the regular season. I'm going with the Pack, though. Pack is definitely going to win this game. It just seems like they're getting healthier. And the Bears, they're carrying way too many games to the end. That's what happened to Kansas City last year, and they fell tragically at the end. So I think this falls a little bit different.
Brad, who you like?
Fred got his notes, baby. Fred got his notes.
I gotta go with the Packers, man. I believe in experience. I totally agree with Carl. I mean, that game wasn't interesting until that happened and they won at the last second. I think I love the way the Bears are going, but I think the Pack take it today.
Nice. What's up, Kitan from Mumbai, India? Fly,
Mumbai.
Eagles, fly. Got an Eagles fan here all the way overseas there. Thanks for tuning in with us, my friend. We appreciate you. I like the Bears today. I think just playing at home. We're totally split on this. I normally would agree with Greg because Caleb, to me, going in, if you talked to me last year, I'm like, he's just okay. But I've seen him turn it on when it matters this year in quite a few spots. And I'm back in Justin's play, man. I can't believe Justin didn't go with the Bears. He called them out in the summer talking about how good they're going to be. I'm with him, man. I'm with you on this one. I think the Bears advance and beat Green Bay at home. I like them in this matchup. All right, let's get to a game that's going to be, to me, very interesting. Buffalo at Jacksonville. This series is actually tied 10-10. Last time they played was in 2024, last year. My bad. Buffalo won 47-10. Damn. Playoff series, though, Jacksonville 2-0 over the Bills. They played in 1996. The Jags won 30-27. And in 2018, Jags won in the AFC wildcard 10-3. Buffalo's favored by 1.5. Over under on this one is 51.5. What do you think, Carl? Who wins this one?
This is going to be the high scoring game of the entire wildcard weekend. I can't see that no defense is going to try and stop Josh Allen. Trevor Lawrence is playing out of his skin right now. I just want to see Bills Mafia suffer. No Mahomes, no Jackson, and no Joe Burrow. If you lose to Mr. Sunshine, there will be absolute anarchy in that fan base. Duval, let's go.
Yeah, Sean McDermott, I think, better pack his bags. They lose this one. What do you think, Greg?
Could also be gone as well.
Listen, man, if Josh doesn't do it this year, there's no Lamar, there's no Pat Mahomes. The path is yours, right? You can beat Jacksonville. This is the time for Josh Allen to rise up and do what he needs to do. I'm going with Buffalo, but man, this is going to be a close one, I think, because Trevor Lawrence, like Carl said, is playing out of his mind, man. But the time is now for Josh. This is it. This is time for you to establish that I'm that dude. So this is it. I'm going with the Bills.
His time is up. His time is now. Hopefully he doesn't pull a Cena and you can't see him today because he definitely needs to come to play. Justin, what do you think? Who wins?
Yeah, I'm in complete agreement. I think Sunshine sends him home, and then I think the best thing that they can do is this is going to be the best wake up call for the Bills. They've needed to rebuild and retool everything. They have an injured defense. They have a pitiful offense around the greatest quarterback we've seen in a while. So go retool, go get a new coach, and go enjoy the opening of your new stadium with all these new weapons and new mindset in the building.
I mean, this, I think, becomes pretty much a very attractive job if that comes to fruition. So maybe Harbaugh ends up landing there. Fred, what do you think? Who wins?
Listen, man, let me tell you how it's going to happen today. Buffalo's going to win. Jacksonville's not ready. This is his 6th, 7th time there. No Burrow, no Mahomes, no Jackson. If he doesn't win, we have problems. Buffalo will win today. They're going to win the damn Super Bowl.
Whoa.
Wow. Calling it early. Meg, what do you think?
Yikes.
Give me Jacksonville with the upset. I think Josh Allen time and time again has shown us that he does not do well in playoffs. He loses his bottle. He can't make it to the Super Bowl. Sorry, Freddie. Give me Jacksonville in this one.
Rams Buffalo, telling you.
I like the Jags today as well. At home in this, the Jags have been playing hot, bro. Like, period. Bills are kind of up and down, but Jags been very consistent down the stretch. And I just have questions about this Bills defense, quite frankly, where the Jags, I think, has got a smidgen better of a defense. So that's why I'm going to go Jags today. Bye-bye, Josh. All right, let's go to the next one. San Francisco at Philly. San Francisco leads the overall series 21-15-1. Played back in 2023. San Francisco won 42-19. The playoff series is tied, however, 1-1. They played in the 2023 championship, where Philly got revenge on that regular season loss. They won 31-7. And in the divisional round in 1996, San Francisco won 14-0. Philly's favored by 6. The over-under here is 44.5. Greg, who you like in this one?
I'm sitting here laughing because I'm just looking at Justin's face. Justin is just making these faces, bro. Listen, this is when Philly gets it right. San Fran's defense is not what it used to be. I think the injuries finally catch up to San Fran. Ricky Pearsall missed the glass. You're missing your Fred Warner in the middle of the defense. I think Saquon runs wild, man. I think the Eagles bring it home. Sorry, Justin. Sorry.
I like it. I like it. Justin, who do you like?
You're on mute.
I was hoping you were going to go to everybody else and then leave me for last.
Save him for last.
Yeah, what
All
are
right.
you doing here?
Well, because he wasn't.
Do I have to take over as producer? Do I have to take over as producer?
You weren't the only one who picked Niners. That's why I didn't go.
Yeah,
to
but you know I'm going to be the most blowhard, longest rant.
know
I
you
wanted to
Yes,
get
you know we're gonna go on a
some
tirade.
motivation here.
You
All right,
know
what do you-
I'm going to go off. Why,
All right,
why
Fred,
would
what
you
do you
save
think?
that for next?
Did you say Fred or Megan?
Fred, you're up.
Fred,
Fred, you're up. I'm taking over as
All right.
producer. Fred, you're up.
All right. So once again, I'm gonna go with the Niners because I think the Eagles are going down today. There was too much turmoil at the end of the season. I think all that bullshit catches up with them today. I think the defense will step up from San Francisco. McCaffrey's been healthy all year, and Purdy looks damn good. Niners today, or whenever the fuck they play.
What'd you say, babe? Fuck Fred? Okay, got you. Meg, what do you think?
I know who's not invited over for dinner this year.
Meg, who you like in this one?
I think this is going to be a close game. I think that it's my one to watch this weekend, as potentially could go either way. Give me the Eagles reluctantly due to the Niners injuries, but like I said, the way the Niners have played in spite of their injuries this season, it wouldn't surprise me if they can turn those Eagles over.
Carl, who you like?
This was the one I found very, very hard to call. The Eagles' offense is shambolic, and the 49ers' defense is just as shambolic.
Ooh.
Give me Philly in a close one.
Ooh,
All right,
Juice, what do you think?
I already went, man. I said,
You already went.
Oh, my bad. Fucking Justin, who you like?
went, man. I'm Justin. Justin is over there ready, man. He's ready.
It's early,
to
bro.
pounce, baby.
God damn.
See, this is where I got to take
And
over as producer.
this is
for a
why
second.
we don't do Saturday shows.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up
I
and take your
100%
pick
agree.
already.
Fred. That's 100% agree. But see, this is where I would have been like, Justin goes after Meg, because then I could put this up. Shut up, Meg.
I wasn't trying to put that up because
That was the comment.
I wasn't going to put that up.
See. But anyways, here, I'm gonna lay it down real quick for you.
Oh
The
boy.
49ers gave it everything last week. The one thing that the 49ers have over the Eagles is coaching. The coaching in Philly is atrocious. They need to get rid of their fucking goofball of a coach and actually get somebody in there that can take that team to another level. The talent there is out of this world. The talent there is top notch. It's the best in the league. Where the Eagles can win is the talent. They can just mow over the 49ers on the talent level. Where Shanahan thrives in these situations, where he's beaten teams that have more talent than him in the past, is he's ran out the clock. He's used zone run. You have Trent Williams. You're going to have holes because Trent's going to move people. That's going to happen. I don't care what you're looking at, Juice. He's going to move people. You run the ball down their throat. You score. You do what Eagles have been doing all year long. Check the stats. They lead the league in 3 and outs. So they don't move that offense so well. So if you can get them off the field enough times, you score enough times, you run out the clock, 49ers can win this game.
All right, let's go.
Justin hitting it.
Wow.
Justin I
Justin
want to
hitting
ask you
it
something.
early this morning,
The goofball
apparently.
coach they have in Philly, they just won the Super Bowl with the goofball coach.
Because he has so much fucking talent. Do you really look at the coaching that won that game? Do you really look at Hey.
He's not a goofball coach. He's been to 2 Super Bowls, bro.
Juice, I've got one question for you. Sirianni or Shanahan, they both could hit the open market. Who's gone fastest?
Shanahan, 100%.
Shanahan.
You got one that's a
out of
Super
here.
Bowl champ.
Nobody else in the league is hiring Nick Sirianni. Everybody's waiting
God.
for
Now you're taking it too
happen
far.
to that fool.
The Tennessee Titans, the
People
New
still
York
hiring
Jets,
Mike
they would all hire
McCarthy
him.
because he's a Super Bowl champ.
No, there's not a
that
fucking
ring,
soul out there that's
that goes a
hiring Nick
long way.
Sirianni.
We know
There ain't
that
a Division
we know
III in college that's hiring that fucking dude.
we know that Nick Sirianni is not a good head coach because how did they win the Super Bowl last year on their offense? Who was their OC? Oh, that was it. Kellen Moore. How's he doing at the Saints right now? Okay, he struggled, but now he's getting the best out of Tyler Shutt.
You guys, but what is a head coach?
Kevin Patullo is useless.
CEO.
No,
He
Kellen
motivates
Moore.
the team.
Kellen Moore is a perfect example. Guess what he did? He had the Saints believing and doing more than they should have been doing.
You can
Jonathan
say all you
Gannon
want about
left.
you
The
can say
defense
all
sucked
you
the
want to
next
say
year.
about the Eagles coach. He been to
Hey,
2 Super Bowls.
James Steichen
and won one
in
of
the
them.
Colts. Colts are doing good on offense.
We have other games, guys. This is not.
Sirianni is not a head coach. He's a head goof.
This
Let
reminds
me
me
ask
of
you a
the
question.
league chat.
Hold on. Justin, how many Super Bowl rings does Kyle Shanahan have? Right.
All right, so
Hey,
let's
Greg,
Let's
like I
move on.
said, Greg, like I said, if the Jet, hey, I got a question that's
Shanahan
relevant
went
to
to
you.
the Super
I got a
Bowl.
question
no
that's
more questions.
relevant. Stop talking
When
for a
Shanahan
second,
went
dude.
to the Super Bowl, did he win?
If the
All
Jets
that
are hiring a
head
coach right now, hey,
Go ahead. I'll give you the answer,
no,
bro.
we don't know, dummy. We
Shanahan.
don't know. Your
All right,
question's
anyway.
answered. I'm asking a legit question for you. It's an opinion question. Kyle Shanahan, Nick Sirianni are available. Who are the Jets coach?
Sirianni.
Who are you going? Hey,
Give
I
me
want you to be my
Sirianni.
coach.
Give me Sirianni.
I speak for real Jets fans. It will be Shanahan.
It's because you were Jets fan. It's because you were
don't
Jets
have no
fan. You
quarterback
used to
to
being
Shanahan
abused.
coach.
You used to sucking.
I'm waving
All right,
a
here
white
we
flag,
go.
guys.
Chargers at New England. New England leads
Zero
the
rings
series
for Shanahan.
27-17-2. Last time they played was in 24. The Chargers won 40-7. They won 2 in a row in the series. The playoff series, however, New England's 3-1. Last time was in 2019. The divisional round, New England won 41-28. 2008 and AFC Championship, New England won 21-12. 2007 divisional round, New England won 24-21. And you have to go all the way back to 1964 was the last time the Chargers beat the Patriots. It was the San Diego Chargers versus the Boston Patriots, and it was the AFL Championship where the Chargers won 51-10. Talk about back in the day. Justin, who you like in this one?
Patriots.
I like it. What say you, Fred?
Yeah, I have to go with the Patriots on this one. As I said earlier, I don't think it's going to be that close.
I like it. Meg, what do you think?
Yeah, give me the Patriots on this one.
Carl?
Well, you know I'm not going to go against my team. It will win, but it's going to close. It's going to be a close one. It's going to be a one-score game in this one.
Greg?
I went with the Chargers. This is going to be the toughest defense the Patriots have faced all season.
What? That's a load of bullshit.
Hold on.
You're so
What a load of bullshit.
He was last in the pits. He was last in the
The
pits.
best passing defense we've got all season is the Bills twice and the Falcons. The best
Bills
defense we've gone up
defense
against.
is trash. The
Passing. I said passing.
Compared
Open
to
your
the Chargers,
ears.
You have Mac.
Oh, here we
You
go.
have the
Round
He's
two.
got too much old man
And
hair in
what
there.
you
He
guys
can't
are
open it.
forgetting, you got an experienced head coach on the other side of the field that's been here before.
And Vrabel isn't?
This is Drake May's first time in the playoffs. I'm telling you, like you said, it's going to be a close game, and I trust Harbaugh more than I trust Vrabel, and I'm going with the Chargers.
Wait a minute. Vrabel's pulled off a big
Hey,
upset before.
hey,
What are you talking
it's
about?
the lone wolf, guys. It's the lone wolf, man. Look, he need a haircut anyway. The lone wolf.
You're right.
And
That's
that's
my
why
pick.
you're bottom of the pick.
Listen, Chargers win. I want y'all to text me and say, "Damn, Greg, good pick."
Yep. I just want to remind our few people that are watching, Greg is last in picks.
This
so
is the
just-
playoffs, baby.
Remember that, guys.
Regular season don't count.
All right, let's finish it up. The Monday Night Delight. Houston at Pittsburgh. Steelers lead the overall series 5-3. This was their first meeting ever in the playoffs. Houston, last time they played, won in 2023, 30-6. Houston's favored by 3. Over under for this one is 38.5. Fred, who you got?
I don't
Fred, I'm
fucking
ashamed.
remember. I don't even remember, bro. What
I'm
game we
ashamed
talking
of you,
about?
Fred. How could you pick the Patriots? I'm ashamed of you.
Bro, I mean, yeah, I'm trying to help.
You talk about my card.
Hey, I'm betting money, man. Come on. What's the game we doing?
Here you go. Let me help you out, bro. We all went to Texas.
Bro.
I'm surprised that Greg didn't pick the Steelers. What, Greg, you don't have some monologue about Aaron Rodgers being the Super Bowl
The hell no,
quarterback?
I ain't picking Aaron Rodgers. The hell with Aaron Rodgers, bro. The hell with Aaron Rodgers.
Meg, why you like the Texans today?
I hate Aaron
Or Monday.
Rodgers.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is my almost got banned from TikTok story. I can't
Yeah.
stand the guy. I
It's
want
in
him
our intro.
gone.
I love it.
Yeah.
Carl, who you like?
So I've gone for the Texans to win this, but I'm going to throw something out there which really does throw a spanner in the works. On Monday Night Football, Bill Cowher, as head coach for the Steelers, was undefeated. Mike Tomlin is also undefeated on Monday Night Football. That's the one little spanner in the works that could really cause a problem. However, the Steelers haven't won a playoff game in nearly 10 years. So, yeah, it's a trend. So, yeah, give me the Texans. Please, Daniil Hunter, Will Anderson, put this guy in the fucking ground.
Yes.
Greg,
Amen.
why you go with the Texans?
That defense, man, against a 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers, man, they gonna eat his ass up, man. I'm going with the Texans, baby.
I like it, Justin.
Well, you already know who I'm going with.
I
Why?
asked why. Jackass.
Well, do you really have to have a why for that? Like they're gonna get. They're gonna
Well,
absolutely
it's a
pummel the
fucking
shit out
show
of them.
that we analyze football. So yeah, I do want to know why.
Justin still
Look,
butthurt
I-
guy didn't like Shanahan.
The best defense in the league is going to attack the least mobile quarterback in the playoffs right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be
But
disgusting.
he's going
I
to throw that
think.
ball out
Quite
in what he's going to
frankly.
quickly get that ball out in 1 second. It's going to be screen. It's all it's going to be.
I mean, that's true. They are going to try that, but like this Texans D is definitely legit.
They're smart.
And
Very
I
smart.
think, like I said, if Aaron Rodgers was contemplating retirement after this one, he's going to be go ahead and signing those papers afterwards. All right. Well, it is the playoffs, and we got our man. It's not Sunday, so he's giving you some early church for the weekend. Fantasy Jesus is here to bless your DFS lineups.
Put your hands together and pray. It's time for Fantasy Jesus.
I'm here to save your fantasy rosters.
Good morning, TSS fans, and welcome into Wild Card Weekend. That's right, we are in the playoffs, but you're still needing some 5 DFS picks from your Fantasy Jesus on this Sunday. We're going to stick with the Sunday slate this week. Let's go with Jalen Hurts against the 49ers. 49ers looked pretty pitiful last week on defense. They're now cycling through their 4th and 5th linebacker on the team. So let's go and say Jalen Hurts is probably going to have one of those recovery days where he starts to look like that big play Jalen, that guy who won MVP, who's won a Super Bowl. Let's get it, and let's get it through the air. Let's get it on the ground. Let's just get Jalen Hurts in our lineups. And then next we got Travis Etienne against the Buffalo Bills. The Bills have been a porous defense against the run this year, so they sound like a logical option to take the running back of the team they're playing. And I don't even think the Bills are going to make it to the next round. So I'm going to go Jacksonville's Travis Etienne. Next we got the wide receiver position. Go Nico Collins. Nico Collins has done it before. And more importantly, he's done it against poor teams. Steelers have not been very good against wide receivers this year. And, to be honest with you, they probably shouldn't be in the playoffs. But, we got to let the NFC South in as well. So, but, this is a great matchup for Nico. And it looks to be a matchup that's very exploitable on the outside. So, go ahead, put Nico Collins in. At a tight end position where I come back to the 49er-Eagle game, Dallas Goedert. Dallas Goedert has been a huge starter this year and a huge compadre to Jalen Hurts. Look for that to get right back on track this week against the 49ers. And then finally, we're at defense. Let's keep it simple, stupid. Texans defense is going to put Aaron Rodgers into retirement. That was 5 picks from your fantasy Jesus. May your wild cards be blessed.
Thou shalt not lose today. Consider your fantasy football lineups blessed.
Thou shalt not lose indeed. Carl, wherever you can follow, subscribe, and get all your great content, my friend.
Yeah, you'll find us on YouTube for the Patriots Touchback Podcast. You'll find us on Apple and on Spotify as well. You'll find us on our social media platforms on Instagram, X, and on Facebook as well. Tonight, afternoon time over in America, we have got our live preview show against the Chargers titled Whacker Herbert because their offensive line is shambolic. So you'll find us live on YouTube at, let me get the time difference right, 3:30 p.m. Eastern, 12:30 p.m. Pacific. So, go check us out for that tonight. So it should be a good one. We don't have a guest, unfortunately, because there's only 8 Chargers fans in the world anyway. So it's, they're fucked off back to San Diego. So there you go. But yeah, that's where you'll find us tonight.
That's funny. Always when we do the summer tour, that is one of the teams we have a hard time finding a guest for.
What is that? The summer tour?
What's that?
What is the summer tour?
In the summer?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
All right, guys. Well, we appreciate you. Check us out next Saturday. We'll cover the divisional games in our usual manner. Nothing more fun than hearing Fred not know who he picked. All right. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you next Saturday, and we are out.